Today we're taking a look at and doing a tasting of the G4 Blanco right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre. Today we're doing a review of the G4 Blanco, and if you saw my G4 5-year extra añejo, this is the heart and soul of that. This is what that 5-year extra añejo is made from. So let's get into how this is made. It is made with Highlands agave, which is harvested and grown on Felipe's own estate. They're his agave. He waits till they're at the peak of their sweetness before he picks them. And then after they harvest them, they prepare them and then cook them in a stone oven or horno using steam. After they're done cooking in the horno, he then sends them to Felipe Stein, which is his own mad scientist creation of a tahona that he uses at El Pendillo. After he's done extracting the sugars from them, they're then fermented in open stainless steel tanks. After fermentation, it is then 2 times distilled in copper pot stills. After distillation, since this is a Blanco and it's not an aged expression, it is rested. And then after rested for a little bit, it then goes into the bottle, into this wonderful beverage we call Tequila Blanco. Now let's take a look at the bottle. We're going to dive down now and take a look at the bottle and see what the bottle's all about. All right, diving down, taking a look at the bottle. You can see at the top it's got a cap that's got a wooden kind of grain to it. And then it's got a side ribbon that says Distilleria, and on the other side it says El Pendillo, which is the distillery in which it's made. As you scroll down, you'll see the ribbon on the top says FC for Felipe Camarena. And then you see the etching on the glass right here, which is a tahona, which is neat. And then you scroll down on the label, tequila 100% agave, so you know it's not mixto. G4, four family generations, which means they've been distilling, their family's been distilling for 4 generations since 1937. And then Felipe's autograph, and then 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof, 750 milliliters. And on the back, it talks about the 4 generations that their family has been making tequila. And then the engraving on the bottle, which is a bowl with the Weber Blue Agave and the Tahona wheel, which is pretty cool. Same logo here on the back label. Government label, CRT with their NOM number, 1579. Imported by PRP Enterprises in Portage, Indiana. And then produced and bottled at Distilleria El Pendillo by the mad scientist himself, Felipe Camarena. So there you go. It's a pretty handsome looking bottle. And if you see it, make sure you grab one. We're going to go into the tasting coming up next. All right, now that you had a chance to take a look at the bottle, let's get into the tasting. So as usual, for this particular tasting, I will be using the Stahlzel nosing glass, the Jarrito. I'll be using the aged expression or lower proof expression version, which has the longer nose to mouth to it. The mouth is up further and then a smaller mouth on it as well. Again, my go-to glass for tasting tequila and trying to pick out all the different notes on the nose as well as the flavor profile. All right, so let's pop this sucker open. Let's see what the cork is like on it. Up. Very tight, nice. It is an artificial cork, so you don't have to worry about evaporation when the bottle sits on your shelf, which hopefully it won't sit very long because it is good stuff. I already know this because I've already tasted some. All right, so we got ourselves our pour. Let's put this down out of the way. And let's take a look at this thing. All right. There we go. It's crystal clear. And you can see the legs and the pearls on this. It has got a nice viscosity, creamy viscosity to it. So this is not going to, it's not as going to be as creamy as the 5-year, but you can see the legs and see how the pearls are stuck on the glass. And then look how crystal clear that is. They're beautiful. That is a beautiful Blanco. All right, so let's see what we get on the nose. Let's take a whiff of this puppy. Oh, so good. You get grassy, herbal, a floralness to it. You get the cooked agave by the loads. Definitely there's a minerality to it from the water, because the water that they use for this, it's a mixture between natural spring water and rainwater. So it is, it smells just, there's a little minerality to it. It smells clean, very clean. And then you get that floral, grassy smell to it. You get the sweetness of the cooked agave. A little bit of brininess to it. Like if you were to, excuse me, unscrew a cap of olives and you smell the olive brine in there. It kind of has a salty, a briny kind of smell to it as well. Excuse me. It smells fantastic. I could sit here and smell this all day. You definitely pick up the minerality from the water on this. It's got that clean water smell. If you've ever like smelled a rain barrel when you've collected water in it, fresh water, and you get that wonderful clean water smell. Definitely get that from here as well. All right, so let's take a tasting. Right off the bat, has a nice creaminess to it. It's not as creamy as the 5-year. I didn't expect it to be. But for a Blanco, it has a beautiful creaminess to it. You get sweetness up front, the cooked agave, with a little bit of fruitiness to it, like grapefruit. And then, let's see what we get in the middle on that. Baking spices, you get cinnamon. It's fruity, grapefruit, like citrus. And a little bit of anise in the middle to round out the sweetness, so it's not overly sweet. If you don't like overly sweet tequilas, then this is good because it's very well balanced on that side. On the finish, you get really nice sweetness to it as well. More on the baking spices side of things, like cinnamon and maybe a little bit of clove in there. And the heat on it, it is not bad at all. People would describe this as being very smooth. So this is a fantastic Blanco. I mean, seriously, if you want a Blanco you can sip. Just a really nice sweetness. Very well balanced. The heat is there, but it's not bad at all. No, not burning at all. Very, very, very smooth on the heat side of things. As much as I don't like to use the word smooth, I would say this is very smooth if you're a person that likes smooth and likes Blancos that don't burn. What would I do with this tequila? Well, it would make fantastic margaritas, definitely. I would definitely sip it neat like this. This could be a nightly sipper for me. Very easy to drink. The taste on it is phenomenal. I would, it wouldn't turn. I don't think it would turn anybody off if you know tequila. And the burn is just, it's a little bit, but it's not much to turn you off on it. It doesn't burn going down. It's very, very easy to swallow. You don't feel it burning down your throat and into your stomach at all. It's just a wonderful experience with this tequila. I highly recommend it. If you see it on the shelf, grab the Blanco, give it a try. This will give you an idea of what all the rest of their expressions are like, because this is the foundation for it. This is the heart and soul of all their other aged expressions. And when you see how amazing that this Blanco is, you will see how amazing their other expressions are too. And you can actually look to see what the differences are between the Blanco, the Repo, the Añejo, the Extra Añejo, and notice what aging in the barrel does for them. G4 Blanco, you see it, grab it, try it. Tell me what you think. Comment below. I would love to, even if you've tried it before, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what stores, post what stores by you, and what state you're in and what stores by you have it. Grab it. I'd love to hear your comments. Also, don't forget to give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe. We got some more great reviews and informational videos coming up for you. And that is it for now. I have to leave you again, which I'm going to finish the rest of this. But with the old saying that I have, and that is, life is too short to drink bad tequila. Salud.